vamos a dar la bienvenida a Graham. What's up, Graham? How are you doing?
Hello, people. It is your boy Amodee. Thank you, Pokey Alex, for having me here on stream today. I'm looking forward to team building and playing some ranked battles with you today.
Same for you, dude. I'm really excited. I'm sorry if my English is a little bit rusty, but I'm sure this is gonna be super fun. I don't know if you've got any ideas about team building for tonight.
This is going to be exciting because I want to show you guys how I team build from scratch, from square one. Okay. And it's not easy. It's a tough role. If it was easy, then everyone would be good at it. So it's what an opportunity to have someone like Pokey Alex here to help us team build and test. This is what we're here for. So there's so many options. That's the best thing about VGC 2020, right? So it's like, well, what do you want to build around? And I think the most important thing when you're building a team is the first thing that comes to mind is making sure you're checking, standard teams, like, your weather teams, Dragapult, Cinderace, etc. So happy to be guided by you on this, Alex.
Yeah, I'm super excited to build. I'm gonna translate and I'm gonna say thanks to Royal Habichu for subscribing. Graham, de acuerdo, tiene un estilo para buildear bastante particular en caso de que no lo sepáis. Por ejemplo, en el Internacional de Norteamérica, donde quedó segundo, utilizó una composición de Medicham, Lunala y Kyogre. Por lo tanto, él lo que pretende cuando buildea equipos, ¿de acuerdo? Quiere parar a los equipos estándares, ¿de acuerdo? Entonces, lo que vamos a hacer en el streaming de hoy, vamos a crear algo distinto desde cero, ¿de acuerdo? Y lo dicho, él ha estado comentando que le interesa counterear a arquetipos populares, como está siendo, por ejemplo, Ted con Drapul. Ahora mismo Cinderace también está subiendo muchísimo de uso, ¿de acuerdo? Así que nada, es un auténtico placer estar con Graham aquí. Es un chaval muy, muy buena persona. Yo estuve con él en Norteamérica, en el Internacional. También hablé bastante con él en el Mundial de este pasado verano. Y es un chaval muy majo y muy buena persona, así que estoy seguro que vamos a pasarlo genial. Si hoy no leo tanto el chat, os pido disculpas, ¿de acuerdo? Pero lo dicho, vamos a empezar. Let's start, Graham. I was translating for them. I was explaining that you used Medicham Graham to have success at North American IC and then at Worlds as well. You actually used it? Yeah.
I did, yeah, the same team. So Medicham at the North America International Championships in 2019 and also in the World Championships that same year. So yeah. Medicham was very, very loyal to me and it has a very strong place in my heart. So I look forward to when he comes out in the next few years of VGC. But
for sure. Yeah, it's Graham Amodee with Alex Gomez. Joey, how are you doing, dude? Pleasure to have you here.
I'm good, man. I'm doing well. Brother. How are you?
Yeah, you know Joey, right, Graham?
Who, sorry?
Joey Ooks. Do you know him?
Oh, yes, I know Joey. Yes, I know Joey. Yep, very well. He's a good friend of mine.
Yeah. All right, let's start. You said that you wanted to build from scratch, okay? I don't really have many ideas to build around. You talked to me earlier off stream that you had some idea to build around with some Urburden and stuff. So I don't know if you want to go that route or just...
Yeah, I mean, it just depends what we want to go here. I mean, it's so overwhelming. It's like, this is probably the same thing as what, our viewers get is when they try to build a new team. It's like, well, where do you start? Like, even you and I, Alex, like, we've been playing for a while and we've been playing at the top level. It's like, geez, like, we're scratching heads thinking, like, where do we want to start?
It's difficult. Yeah.
It just depends, isn't it? Like, I think if there's a Pokemon that you really like, like, for me, it's Braviary. Like, I really like Braviary.
Okay, you like Braviary?
So I would want to build around Braviary because I like it. The Defiant, the Max Airstream, and sort of building around that. But, it just depends what else we want to build around. Like, if we want to build around a weather team or if we want to build around a team that involves terrain or redirection setup or just hyper offense, defense, balance, you name it. It just all depends.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you something. I had to build around Braviary this week, actually, with them. And you actually just mentioned that you think Braviary is a strong Pokemon to build around. So I guess this is perfect. It's the right opportunity to do it, right?
Let's do it. Let's start with a big bird.
Yeah, I'm gonna translate for it. Graham ha comentado que considera que Braviary es un Pokémon que está bastante fuerte en el formato, ¿de acuerdo? Y no sé si os acordáis que esta semana estábamos hablando de que queríamos buildear un equipo con Braviary. Así que vamos a crear un equipo con el bicho, ¿de acuerdo? Alright, let's start with Braviary. Graham, you can see my screen, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
it's very clear. So
awesome.
nice to find.
Awesome. Yeah.
So what I really like about Braviary here, Alex, is that it's very versatile, right? It's, you know, obviously you can't weaken it with its Defiant ability. The max airstream gives you speed control, but also I like the Lumbear in it because it stops you from getting put to sleep or frozen or burnt, etc. So I think Lumberry Braviary is the best Braviary. And it gives you a Life Orb option for another Dynamax Pokemon elsewhere.
Right.
So
I agree with what you said. Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
I just said, like, I used Braviary in my Pokemon Players Cup team and it was excellent. I think in a meta where Rillaboom exists a lot, I think it's the second most common Pokemon. Like, Braviary smashes it. It's perfect against Rillaboom. Yeah. You know, so
it's also super strong against Incineroar, right? So yeah, Braviary is definitely a super strong Pokemon to build around at this point of the format. So yeah, voy a traducir para vosotros, ¿de acuerdo? Graham ha comentado que Braviary es un Pokémon que está bastante fuerte. Además, Rillaboom ha subido muchísimo el uso, ¿de acuerdo? Bueno, obviamente cuando hubo el DLC, le pusieron el Grassy Terrain y demás, pues Rillaboom ha sido el Pokémon que ha aumentado más en uso, ¿de acuerdo? Entonces Braviary, pues podemos decir que es un Pokémon que funciona súper bien contra Rillaboom, aparte que también Incineroar sigue siendo un Pokémon muy común, Intimidate en general, podríamos decir, ¿no? Entonces la habilidad Defiance se beneficia muchísimo de ello. Braviary, después tenemos que recordar que este formato hay bastante uso de Sleep Powder, también hay algo de uso de Will-O-Wisp con Pokémon como Arcanine, ¿de acuerdo? Después la Lumberry, pues si te paralizan o te congelan, pues viene muy bien, ¿de acuerdo? Así que es el ítem que conseguirá Graham mejor en Braviary. Yo estoy de acuerdo personalmente con él, así que vamos a ir con ello. Alright, let's keep building. I was translated, sorry dude. Alright, so
that's perfect.
So I think the moveset has to be protect Braviary for sure. I don't think...
For sure.
Yeah. Go ahead.
My favorite Braviary set has Close Combat and Rock Slide.
Okay, I think it's the way to go actually. I was thinking about Giga Impact. I think Giga Impact has its niche with Braviary, but I like Rock Slide. I guess Max Rockfall can be super strong in some scenarios, so I think it makes sense.
It's excellent in gaining, I guess, weather, because these are things you want to set up that sand against the sun teams. That way, Torkoal doesn't do a lot of damage with potential eruption. You stop like Venusaur being super fast in the sun. It's a real it's just a good counter. Like,
yeah, for sure. I agree.
I think it's my favorite sun counter, the Braviary.
I think
for sure.
I think it's a very good point that what you just mentioned. Braviary definitely fits really well against sun comps. Like you have the Max Airstream, then you have Max Rockfall, so it's for sure super strong against this kind of comps. So I agree that Rock Slide and Close Combat is the way to go. So okay. Let's start with this moveset for Braviary. Graham ha comentado, de acuerdo, que Braviary se necesita Rock Slide, por ejemplo, para el matchup de Sun. O sea, contra Venu Torkoal, teniendo Lumberry, acceso a Max Rockfall y Max Airstream, pues esta combinación hace que Braviary lo hace súper bien contra el arquetipo de Sun. Y después tienes Close Combat, de acuerdo, que también lo hace bien contra Tyranitar Scuttle, de acuerdo, así que... Lo dicho, vamos a empezar con esto. También quiero agradecer a Kiske por esa suscripción y otra vez más a Royal Javicho, muchas gracias. Seguimos. All right, let's keep building. I like this moveset a lot, and I think Braviary is going to be super strong. They just mentioned in the chat, by the way, that you use Braviary a lot because you had Braviary on your Players Cup team.
Absolutely, it's very good, and we'll definitely showcase it later on in this episode.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So what could be our second Pokemon? What do you think shuts down Braviary? I think Steel-type Pokemon like Excadrill, if they max and go for max spike, they can be very troublesome. For sure, rock types as well and electric types. I mean, Braviary is a flying type Pokemon, so you're suffering against rock, electric, ice types. All right, so
it makes me think, like, I mean, what's good against steel, ice, and what'd you say, rock?
Yeah, exactly.
Like steel's pretty good against most of them.
Yeah,
like if you think about it.
Yeah, I was thinking about. I think Braviary Excadrill is quite strong, I would say, against like what we just mentioned, like rock, ice, electric. For sure, Excadrill does the job pretty nicely because it's a ground and a steel type. So I think Excadrill could be quite good to feed with Braviary. I don't know if you like it. I think it's quite interesting because you also have the sun mode, which we just mentioned. Like we can set the sun with Braviary, manual sand. So I think that can be quite interesting. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, let's go.
That. Let's do it.
Okay. Sounds nice. So we'll go with Sunrush on Excadrill.
Depends. I think let's put it in for now because we have the Rockfall. But if I think if we're going to be playing a game out, I think it's going to be very difficult to consistently get that sand up for Excadrill if we don't have another form of weather. So if we have another Pokemon with, say, Rock Slide or Stone Edge and can set sands, then I think maybe. But we'll leave it for now. Like we have flexibility there.
Okay.
So I like the way you're thinking.
Okay, awesome. Lo que ha comentado Graham es básicamente que vamos a dejar para después a ver si le dejamos Sunrush a Excadrill o Molebreaker, porque a ver, yo personalmente pienso que acabará funcionando mejor Sunrush, ya que puedes tener el Manual Sand con Braviary, incluso después podemos poner a Tyranitar, ¿no? Pero lo dicho, vamos a dejarlo para después, ha comentado Graham. Voy a leer el chat. Muy buenas, Whitest. Todo bien. Skyler te rige el uso de Tyranitar, te da mucha debilidad a Cinderace. Tienes que cubrir ese matchup. Es cierto. Hay que cubrir ese matchup. Alright. They were mentioning in the chat that Cinderace, for example, is a top matchup for us. I think they're right. What do you think about that?
I think, Cinderace is very difficult. I think we need to implement it in Intimidate Pokemon. That's for sure. And I think, like you just, like, Cinderace is, the reason why I think Cinderace is so good in this format is because of its ability, right? Like, it can change typing, it can get super strong, like, it can use Max Knuckle, it can use Steel Spike, it can use, Airstream. It's got a lot of options. I think we need to slow down its power. So I think Intimidate is a must in teams at the moment.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Intimidate is super strong, and it's quite difficult for me to have a team and not play with Intimidate. I think it doesn't really fit my playstyle not to have Intimidate. So yeah, all right. What kind of Intimidate would you like to have? Because there is many support and Intimidate mons. There is, of course, the standard Pokemon, which is Incineroar. Then we have Arcanine as well.
Incineroar is the best. Yeah, Incineroar is the best.
Yeah.
Before the DLC came out, I liked Arcanine, but the fact that Expanding Force exists, you know, like Psy Spam teams, Alex, I think you have to go Incineroar. Like, Incineroar is so good against all the teams. Like, I use an Incineroar in my team. I'll try not to build exactly around, you know, the team I use my Players Cup team, but I think an Incineroar and a Braviary is a must in my team. So I think they're both excellent.
Awesome, awesome. Vale, estaba comentando que Graham cree que realmente Arcanine era algo mejor en Series 4, por ejemplo, que Incineroar, pero actualmente al tener acceso a los equipos de psico, ¿de acuerdo? Bueno, composiciones que abusan del Expanding Force, como puede ser Haterene Indeedee, pues ha hecho que Incineroar sea un mejor Pokémon en esta Series 5, ¿de acuerdo? Perdonad si no puedo traducir todo a la perfección, de acuerdo, que es complicado tener que escuchar y traducir todo a la vez, así que... Lo dicho, vamos a poner como tercer Pokémon a Incineroar, básicamente porque así nos ayudará contra el matchup de Psychic Spam, ¿de acuerdo? También nos va bastante bien contra Cinderace. Cinderace se puede mitigar bastante guay con Braviary y Incineroar, que es lo que estaba comentando Braham. Así que vamos con Incineroar. Alright. What kind of moveset do you think we should have on Incin? I think Fake Out, Parting Shot, they are kind of a must, or depends if you use Incin AB. Lately, Incineroar Assault has increased on usage, and I don't know if you like Assault on Incin. What do you think about that?
That's a great question, Alex. I think Incineroar is quite versatile, and it depends on its purpose in the team and what kind of attacks you want to live. Like for me, when I originally built the Incineroar in my Pokemon Players Cup team, I feared Porygon Z, so I wanted to live the Max Strike from Porygon, but and to live that you need the Assault Vest. But for this purpose, like Porygon Z isn't really too much of a threat. You know, if you've got Excadrill in your team, so I think it's not too bad. So we can go like I'd like to use a Parting Shot set in this team. It just depends what you think. Like we can see what other Pokemon we have in the team and see if we need the Assault Vest to put.
Yeah. Ok, sounds good. Ha comentado Graham, de acuerdo, que el Incineroar podría ser Assault Vest, pero realmente el hecho de que tengamos Excadrill, por ejemplo, el matchup contra Porygon Z es algo mejor. Y uno de los motivos por el que él ha utilizado Assault Vest Incineroar recientemente, básicamente es porque necesitaba tener un mejor matchup contra Porygon Z, ¿de acuerdo? Y eso te permitía tener el AV, tanquear el Max Strike y después tirar Snarl al Porygon y tener un Porygon a -1, pues ya está algo mitigado, ¿de acuerdo? Y lo dicho, por ahora no vamos a ponerle el Assault Vest. A lo mejor le pondremos Berry, a lo mejor le pondremos Gaggles, dependerán de los últimos Pokémon, ¿de acuerdo? Pero por ahora lo único que tenemos claro es el Fake Out y veremos. ¿Me ves un Crossfire de la carta que te diré ayer? Vale, mañana lo tienes, José. Alright, I think something we need to be really cautious is Corviknight. I think Corby right now is quite troublesome, so I think we should try and find a good Pokemon which counters or checks Corby.
I mean, Rotom Wash is really nice against Corviknight with the Nasty Plot option and the Thunderbolt. Like that's something that comes to my mind.
Right.
You want a strong electric hitter, I think.
Yeah,
because we've already
so
got a fire type Pokemon.
Yeah, I think what I like about Rotom Wash in this team, I think we have Incin, we have Braviary. I think Rillaboom is quite threatened by these two Pokemons. So that's something which Rotom Wash kind of needs. So I think Rotom Wash would fit pretty nicely. I don't think there isn't like... Let's check. Muchas gracias, Whites, tío. Muchas gracias. Let's check electric types. Let's see. What kind of electric types we have. I mean, there is Magnezone, but I don't think Magnezone fits great. Having Excadrill.
Yeah. Well, I just think we're already weak to ground with Excadrill and Incineroar, so ideally, like a Levitate, electric type Pokemon.
Yeah, I think Rotom Wash is perfect. I think we should go that way. Also, if we go, for example, Magnezone, we will have triple fighting weakness and triple ground weakness, so I don't think it's something we like. So I think Rotom Wash is needed. Also, we have 3 physical mons. So I kind of think Rotom Wash is the way to go. We have a good Rillaboom matchup and Corviknight as well. So I think I like the way the team is going around. James Katz, thank you so much for that raid, dude. How are you doing?
Hey.
That's a fella, right?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
And Mogatry, yo, that's it. we got the boys turning up. Good lads.
Nos acaba de hacer raid unos amigos de Grahams. James Katz es un chico australiano, de acuerdo, que si no recuerdo mal quedó top 4 en el Internacional de Australia este año y en el anterior, ¿de acuerdo? Así que si no lo seguís podéis seguir el canal de James Katzaros. Hace contenido en inglés, ¿de acuerdo? Pero eso no quiere decir nada para que no lo sigáis, ¿de acuerdo? Así que tened un favor de darle un buen follow a James Katzaros, ¿de acuerdo? Thank you so much, dude. Alright, let's keep the grind. Rotom Wash, what kind of moveset do you think we should have on Rotom? I think Hydro Pump and T-Ball for sure. Like, I don't think I like Ball Switch on Rotom. Like, I've tried Ball Switch before, and if you go Ball Switch with Rotom, it has to be Will-O-Wisp, Ball Switch, Hydro, and then Air Impulse. Like,
yes, it's like support.
Yeah, support, exactly. Like, Ball Switch cannot be used other than in support Rotom. If you use the Nasty Plot variant, then you have to play it with Nasty Plot. So yeah, I don't know if we want to use Nasty Plot. I think we can decide later, but Nasty sounds strong here because you have the pressure of Fake Out. Then you also have Braviary, which you could use like the combination of Majesty Nasty Plot, which is quite threatening. So I think Nasty Plot could be strong here, but we can decide later. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So we've got 2 Pokemons left. I really like the team, how it's being built so far. I mean, we can negate, right, that we are using 4 standard Pokemon. Maybe Rotom and Berry, they aren't as common as Incineroar and Excadrill. That's something true, I guess, but it's okay. Like,
it's just Pokemon that come to mind. I mean, like, you know, it's hard to kind of come up with a really niche Pokemon to go with Braviary, you know. So I mean, sure. that's why that's who we're building around at the moment. So and this is how it's been built to do well. You know, we want
for sure.
We can build for fun. Like that's cool, but we want to win as well. You know, so that's.
Lo que acaba de decir Graham básicamente es que yo le he dicho que el equipo pues está siendo algo estándar, ¿no? Pero estamos buildeando para hacerlo bien, ¿no? No estamos buildeando para divertirnos. A ver, realmente queremos divertirnos, pero a la vez pues ganar partidas. Entonces, si queremos buildear con algo divertido, pues a lo mejor nos ponemos a buildear con un Pincurchin, por ejemplo. Y yo qué sé, salen aquí memes, ¿de acuerdo? Así que, lo dicho, espero que os esté gustando la sesión de team building con Graham. Alright, let's keep it young. Alright. So, is there any matchup which comes to mind which we might have some trouble?
We got to be careful of rain.
Yeah.
We got to be careful of rain with the Excadrill and Incineroar. And like Braviary's not too great against rain either. I'm just thinking like a redirection mon would be quite nice as well.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good to me. Something like Among Us could be pretty good, I think. Because yeah, like it resides fighting, which I kind of think it's needed, and then yeah, like it's water resist as well, which something which you just mentioned. We are slightly weak to rain. Also, it's something which is gonna work in Trick Room as well. So I think Among Us looks pretty nice. Joey was saying Among Us or Clefairy looks so good here. I agree. I think Among Us looks pretty nice. We can't deny that. So yeah, what do you think about Among Us here?
I like Among Us. Let's put him in the team.
All right, let's do it. Let's do Among Us. This looks super similar to Ted, like Excadrill, Incy, Rotom, Among Us. It could be Togekiss instead of Berry, but Berry, yeah, Berry is the mon to play around. Let's go. All right. Okay, so having these 5, we've got I think we've got a nice matchup against, or a decent matchup against Rain. Traigo is quite nice.
Gotta be careful of Sun. Like, I think Sun could be a bit scary. Just like Eruption, Heat Wave, like Spread, Fire Move could be scary.
Yeah, I agree.
So, I think, I mean, like, one other thing that comes to mind with this team, because we've got good typings at the moment, I think we need to have, like, my favorite spread damage move in the game is Dazzling Gleam, and I'd like to have Dazzling Gleam teched in somewhere. That's just my opinion. I think it's the most reliable spread damaging move in the game.
Especially with Togekiss.
Yes.
yeah, I agree with what you just said. I mean, I don't know, it's hard to fit Togekiss in this team. It's also difficult, like, you just mentioned Dazzling Gleam Mons, but like, the only Mon which I think could work, maybe could be Hadrin with Dazzling Gleam in this team. And then we could have like a trigger mode, but I don't know if Hadrin is the way to go.
I'm not sure,
Yeah. I think the last one might be difficult.
It's always the case that last Pokemon always has so many gaps to fill, and it's very difficult. And it's what makes or breaks a team sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think, I mean, if you wanted to, we could. I mean, there's nice options there. You mean you've got Primarina, you've got Sylveon, you've got.
But how does that help against Torkoal, for example? Pinu, like.
Yeah, it doesn't help, does it?
It doesn't really help.
I'm just mindful of Sun. I just think Sun could be very difficult for us. Like, a no-brainer to put in the team is Tyranitar.
Yeah,
like, that would just help the team so much.
It's the easy way. Yeah.
But let's try and be creative before we resort to Tyranitar, though.
Okay. Sure.
So I think maybe.
What do you think about Gudra? Could Gudra be good?
It could work.
Let's see. Estaba pensando en el último Pokémon. Yeah, I mean, it's the easy way, Joey. It's the easy way. Grimmsnarl could be a Pokemon, I guess. Baby, you can beat Venom, it can be. Yeah, it can be slightly difficult. Yeah, Sun is the tough matchup, Joey. Sun es el matchup complicado ahora mismo, entonces el último Pokémon estaba intentando encontrar un Pokémon. Estábamos diciendo, Tyranitar pues es la respuesta fácil, ¿no? Porque al fin y al cabo tienes Braviary, Incineroar, te dejas al Tyranitar a la back y realmente el matchup ese lo teníamos bastante guay. Pero vamos a ver si encontramos algo mejor. Si encontráis alguna respuesta que digáis, venga, esta es el Pokémon que tenéis que ponerlo por el chat, ¿eh? Y muchas gracias por el apoyo, chavales. Espero que estéis disfrutando el streaming. Lo siento si no estoy tan pendiente del chat, ¿de acuerdo? Estoy hablando con Graham. Alright, let's see.
We can try Gudra, we can try Tyranitar. I'm just thinking, like, because I know the ladder at the moment is very dominated by Sun teams. Like they're very strong at the moment. I think we need to have a very strong end. So I think Gudra could be good. It's something different. I don't think it's optimal with this team, but it'd be kind of fun to know as well. So
I don't think it's optimal either. Like, I mean,
Braviary's still good as long as we can outspeed the Charizard. Like, that's the main thing.
Yeah, I kind of think like Tyranitar fits so well here. Like, so hard not to beat in this team. Let's see. I'm gonna try. What about Dragapult? Could Dragapult be good? I think it could be good.
It could be. It could be good. I like Dragapult with Amoonguss.
Yeah.
And having a Dragon Dance option. I reckon that's really cool. But again, like, is that too standard for the viewers liking? It just depends.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a good answer against some teams.
Yeah, for sure,
like
for sure. A ver, chavales, la decisión esta del último Pokémon os la podemos dejar a vosotros. Realmente Tiranitar aquí sería el Pokémon a poner. Es decir, funcionaría súper bien, de acuerdo. Pero es estándar, ¿no? Entonces, ¿qué queréis? ¿Ver algo diferente y ver que el equipo pues tiene éxito, ¿de acuerdo? ¿O algo más fuera de lo común? ¿Qué preferís? Hay dos opciones que realmente son bastante buenas. Son Tiranitar o Drapul. Y después podríamos probar a Gudra, que es algo más troll, ¿de acuerdo? Should we make a poll? Graham?
Yeah, I reckon it's okay. Like, maybe just put a poll up for about a minute. I reckon either Dragapult, Trinitar,
or Gudra?
Or go Gudra.
Alright.
Please don't pick Gudra.
Estáis diciendo que no os quejáis a Gudra. Venga. Vamos a hacer una encuesta. Último Pokémon. Vamos a poner Tiranitar, Dragapult.
If we have Tyranitar though, we have to make it a dragon set because that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I agree. I
reckon that'd be fun.
Bah, chavales,
so I mean,
go
ahead.
It
looks like a standard team, but we'll try and add like little like twists and texts in the team.
Lo que estaba comentando Graham, de acuerdo, que si es Tiranitar, pues le pondremos Dragon Dance, de acuerdo. Aquí Dragon Dance con el Fake Out, la redirección de Among Us. Unos trucos que le podemos añadir al equipo que realmente puede quedar bastante chulo, por mucho que sea estándar, de acuerdo. Ok, Tiranitar is winning. Tiranitar is really winning.
No. I mean, okay. That's fine.
The poll isn't over yet. Jigglypuff no lo veo, no, Jigglypuff no lo hemos puesto. Special Teeter. Special
Teeter.
Yeah. I mean, we could try Snarl, Rock Slide, Breaking Swipe. Could be a nice set.
Yeah. Actually, that's cool. Actually, that could work.
It could work.
Like nice support.
Yeah, like AB Teeter. It could work.
Yeah. Could work. I think he lives a lot of special hits though. Like, I don't think an Assault Vest is that necessary. But I mean, like, if we've got 4 attacking moves, then you may as well. But I would like to put Protect on him if we can.
Yeah, we definitely can. I think Protect, Dragon Dance, Rock Slide, and then my question is Assurance or Lash Out? Because I think sometimes Assurance is super clean, but then Lash Out, like both moves are so situational. Like, what do you think?
I think Lash Out is more consistent. But I mean, if we're going to be fast,
yeah.
I think if we're going to be fast, Alex, I think Assurance is better. And here's the thing: it's like we'll only know when we test. You know, we might find that Assurance is better.
Yeah, exactly, for sure.
But I mean, just looking at the team, though, I just think...
I kind of think Lash Out might be more consistent, as you just said. Like, I mean, we have Max Airstream and then Assurance, which is a strong combo, I would say.
Let's do that. Let's go Assurance. I reckon that's... I can see that working.
Okay, let's go Assurance. Alright. Do you think Tyranitar should be Weakness? I think so, right? Like,
I think that would be not quite nice on him.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because we've already. I mean, I would like the Lumberry on him, but I don't. I want to keep the Lumberry on Braviary.
On Braviary, yeah. Mira, el chat diciendo Jigglypuff, F por el Jigglypuff, chavales. Sash Max, sale Xavier? No, I don't think Sash Max. What were you saying? Sorry, Graham?
Do you like the idea of Life Orb on Exegol? Who would you like to put the Life Orb on? Because we could put it on on Excadrill or Tyranitar, but it depends if you want to be a Swords Dance set on Excadrill as well.
Yeah,
I think, like,
that's a good point.
Because we could potentially be Swords Dance weakness policy on Excadrill. That would be nice with the redirection option, or we could go Life Orb and have, you know, like Rock Slide, Iron Head, and Earthquake if you want, with weakness policy Tyranitar.
Okay, that's a good point. I mean, it's Excadrill and Tyranitar can be used in so many different ways and have success with that. So, like, we could have even Life Orb on Tyranitar and weakness policy on Excadrill, for example, or I don't know, Life Orb Excadrill, then Lamberi Teeter, like, so many ways, even Sash on Tyranitar. I think the items can be like traded between these two Pokemon. Yeah, exactly. So, I think weakness.
Let's go Life Orb Excadrill.
Okay, Life Orb.
Let's go Life Orb Excadrill to start with.
Let's do it. I like Life Orb. Like Life Orb with So I think the concept of Life Orb with Excadrill makes a lot of sense here because you have Braviary. Muchísimas gracias, Agata. Muchas gracias, de verdad. Thank you so much. Well, I was about to say that Life Orb Excadrill makes a lot of sense because with Defiant Braviary, you will be able to do more damage with Excadrill. Like, it's not likely that they will bring Insane in front of Braviary Excadrill, I think. I mean, they might do it in some scenario which works at that particular time, but I think you get my point that Life Orb Excadrill, it gets helped by Defiant Braviary. Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely, yeah.
Alright, so we'll go with Protect, High Horse, I guess, and Rock Slide, Ironhead. This is going to be the set for our schedule. Alright, let's do it.
Yep.
Muchísimas gracias, Agata. Has regalado 2 subs. Wow. Muchas gracias. Muchísimas gracias, Agata, de verdad. Se agradece muchísimo. You've been gifted a sub on my channel. I don't know if you saw that, but you've been gifted.
Oh, I think I just missed it. Oh, but thank you.
Yeah. Muchísimas gracias, Agata, de verdad. Muchas gracias. Se agradece muchísimo. Alright. Excadrill is gonna be Life Orb. Braviary is gonna be Lamberi. And then, okay, Insane. What Insane set should we have in this team?
It's up to you. Like, we can use the Assault Vest if we want to, because we're not using Assault Vest on anyone else. I think it's a good option, but if you prefer the longevity, Alex, I think Berry's probably better with the Parting Shot. No, I to be honest, I think Parting Shot would work well with this team. So I think let's go Figgy Berry.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I was about to ask you something. I kind of think Taunt is needed in this team. I don't know if you agree. Because if we do Tyranitar... What do you say, Graham? Sorry?
What did you say was needed for the team?
Taunt. Taunt on Incineroar.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I like Taunt.
Yeah, like we can do Tita Inci, for example, against Trick Room teams. And that can be demolished by Max Darkness with Tyranitar. And if they don't have Sash on Indeedee, then you can taunt the Dusclops or Porygon. And if they have Hatterene, you can Parting Shot the Hatterene. So I think it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I really like it. Let's do Taunt on Insane.
Alright, what do you think about Goggles on Insane as well? You like it? Because I kind of think it would help even more against Sun matchup. And it's super nice.
I mean, we can do that.
Yeah.
We can do it. Actually, I like that. Yep.
All
Goggles is nice.
Alright, let's do Goggles. Yeah. We'll do Fake Out Taunt, then Parting Shot and Flare Blitz, right? Or do you want to use Burning Jealousy?
Perfect.
Yeah, I think Flare is nice. Because Burning Jealousy, I mean, it can be strong against Cinderace or Corviknight. We have Rotom Wash, which we should have a decent matchup with Rotom Wash against these two Pokemon. So I don't think Burning Jealousy is that much needed in this case. Alright. Cool. And then, what about the Rotom? That's
Let's go nasty plot. I think nasty plot's good with
Ha
this one.
canjeado esta carta. Si compras 10 cofres te regalo 3 cofres gratis y love tarde de.
Pues ya lo sabéis, si compráis 10 cofres, regalo 3. What did you say, Graham? Sorry, dude.
Sorry. No, ignore me.
No problem. Okay.
Yeah, nasty plot Rotom is good. Like, I think a citrus nasty plot. It's so standard, but it's so good.
I think this set could be nice though, like ball switch, air impulse with like I think it could be strong, but
Yeah,
having
actually, no,
instinct,
that's real good because I think that would support Braviary and Exadrill quite nicely as well.
you think so?
But is Corviknight a problem though? Do you think Corviknight could be?
Yeah. I was about to point that out. Like I think it can be, it could be good in some scenarios, but I kind of think like Rotom in the end will work out better with the standard set with nasty plot. Yeah, so.
Yep. Let's do it. Let's go Will-O-Wisp and Yuri Impulse. I like it.
Okay. Let's go with Nasty, Protect, T-Ball, and Hydro with Citrus. Let's go. And then the Among Us, what do you think? We should do Spore, Edge Powder, Protect, and then what about the last move? Because it could be Nergy Ball, it could be Pollen Puff, it could be Sludge Bomb. What do you think?
I think Sludge Bomb's handy. I think like just getting off some damage. Like I was going to say like Clear Smog is as well.
You think Clear Smog?
Because I mean you're not really using Amoonguss for damage. I think like Clear Smog isn't as powerful as Sludge Bomb, but you can remove setup stats on Pokemon. Like it would be pretty nice to click that onto, I don't know, like who usually sets up. Like if you see a weakness policy Pokemon and you can just clear its stats with Clear Smog. I like that. I mean like apart from Dragapult. Like that's something that comes to mind. Like he's a support Pokemon, so we can use that. We can go like what other grass moves does he get? He gets Energy Ball, gets Giga Drain. But I think Poison coverage is nice in this thing.
Yeah, Poison coverage is nice.
Let's go Clear Smog. I like Clear Smog.
You think Clear Smog? Like I kind of think
thinking?
I think Sludge Bomb is slightly more consistent in the end. I think.
There's cases for both. Like I think Sludge Bomb's probably better overall if we want to get more damage and the poison chance. So yeah, I mean like either or works. I'm happy with both.
Let's go Sludge Bomb. I think what they have doubts with might be Instinct. Like I'm thinking about the Taunt, and I'm not completely sure because sometimes, like okay, let's say you go for Max Darkness Taunt and you actually deny the Trick Room, but like maybe it's too situational for that scenario, and then Snarl can be more beneficial, like because
Snarl's really good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like I use Snarl. I like Snarl. Like if there's a Trick Room team like in DD Hatterene, Snarl really weakens that core. Yeah, if that's what you're thinking about, or like redirection Trick Room.
I mean,
so we can go that.
Yeah, because for example, against what you just said, we could do Instinct and Teeter, and go for Snarl and Rockslide, for example, and that's so annoying.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
Yeah. All right, I think.
And like with Amoonguss as well, like that's let them set Trick Room. Like Trick Room's not a problem with this
exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Alex Agata porque dice que no ha saltado la alerta de los cofres. ¿Has saltado una alerta de cofres? Hostia, Agata, pues lo siento, ¿Has comprado cofres, Agata? Mil perdón si ha comprado cofres y no ha saltado la alerta de los cofres. Yeah, I need Flare Blitz, Fake Out, Parting Shot. For sure. Joey. I think I like a Snarl. Throw to spray, Parting Shot, Instinct. Wait, how does that work? Like, if you go with Throat Spray, you get a boost, right? Like with the Parting Shot, you get a +1 boost in special attack, and then Burning Jealousy, but like makes no sense. That's brainless, no? Because you'll be switched out when you get the +1 boost, no? Or how does that work? Do you know how that works? Yeah, you get swap out. You get swap out. Joey just said that. Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It can be confusing, right?
Right, alright. Okay, so I think we didn't mention the item for the mongoose, but I think I think Koba is the most consistent one, right?
Yeah, I like Koba. I mean, we can use Focus Sash, like no one else in the team has that. And like, what's the role of, like, what's the purpose of the Moongus? Like, do we want to take 2 hits with it? Because I think, I mean, we're not going to bring him against Sun matchups, right? So we don't really need to use Oka Berry.
No, not Oka, not Oka. I think Oka is not needed for sure. I think it's either Koba or Sash, but I kind of prefer Koba in the end. Like, even if we have Excadrill and Rotom, which can deal super nicely against Pokemon like Togekiss. Yeah, go ahead.
Let's go Koba because we've got Sand with Tyranitar and they'll just break that Sash anyway, so Koba's better.
Alright. Let's go with this. So I think the team is finished now.
Yep.
I like the team. It's standard, but I think it's gonna work pretty nicely. Dragon Dance protect Rockslide, Assurance with weakness Theta, then standard Mongoose with the Koba protect the Spore Rage Polar Sludge. Standard Rotom with Citrus, Nasty protect, T-Ball Hydro Pump, and Incy with Snarl, Fake Out, Partin, and Flare with the goggles. And then Exca, Life for protect, High Power, Rockslide, and Iron Hand. And we were based off this Braviary. ¿Qué os ha parecido el equipo, chicos? Voy a dejar el page por aquí. This is a Vamos Gaming team, yeah. Do you like the team, Graham? I really like it. Like, it's a standard, but I think
it's solid.
Yeah, it's very solid.
I think we can do very well with it.
Yeah.
I think it's got a lot of potential. I just think it's lacking fairy coverage, but apart from that, like, I think we can do well without the fairy coverage.
Yeah, I think so too. Pretty nicely what we built. Alright, I'm gonna turn on my Switch, and then we're gonna have some games with your team.
Awesome.
Yeah, game. Alright, let's